What's up, everybody? It's AJ, and we're back with another reaction. Let's hit play.
Get out of the car, boss.
Hey, you gotta get out of the car.
Okay. All right, dude. Listen to this officer. Wake up.
All right, let's hop out. Let's go. Come on. Let's hop out.
Well, what are you doing?
Get out.
Let's go. Come on.
What are you
We're
doing?
getting out.
What are you doing?
Let's go.
Hey.
Stop resisting, bro.
Let's
Go. Let's get out of the car.
You're gonna get tased.
You're about to get
Don't-
tased, dude.
We want to help you, but do not fight us.
Bro, let me get on. Ow!
Get out of the car.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could tell you one thing right now. I never want help from these officers. It doesn't matter what's going on. I don't want any help from them.
Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Dude, put your hands behind your back, please. Dude, stop resisting.
You gotta work.
Stop wiggling down, dude. That's not gonna work.
That man did not start a fight. He did not break a law, and he wasn't running from anything. He had a medical emergency. Now I'm going to take you back to the beginning of this encounter, before the officers arrived, before any of this happened. And there's a detail at the end of this footage, something the department tried very hard to bury, that will reframe everything you just watched. And as always, we'll break down the actions of the officers as well as the drivers to determine what was lawful or awful.
I want to know what you're going to tell us to reframe that. Because that was crazy. A medical emergency. My man is in need of help, and you helping by... What you think those was defibrillators? My mans?
1st, 2024, Hercules, California. 21-year-old Jack Bruce was driving home after visiting his grandmother when he suffered a grand mal seizure behind the wheel. His car rolled onto the shoulder, down an embankment, and came to rest against a group of trees. 2 bystanders stopped, and of course one of them called 911. Now when that 911 call came,
Hit him with the good old sternum rub.
the dispatcher was told exactly what was happening. A driver appeared to be having a seizure. That information was then relayed to Officers Garcia, Thompson, and Goldstein of the Hercules Police Department. So those officers, before they set foot on the scene, they already knew. Now watch what happens next.
Oh my God, I don't know what's going on.
Hey, sir. You okay? Are you okay? Can you breathe? What's going on right now? Talk to me, boss. What's going on right now?
Car keys?
Can you hear me? Driver is 1045B, conscious, breathing, A for a on stroke. You okay? Stay with me, buddy. You know your name? You okay? What's your name, boss? Can you breathe? Can you breathe? Can you hear me? Here, squeeze my hand if you can hear me. Squeeze my hand if you can hear me, boss.
It's crazy that we're going from what we're seeing right now to what we saw at the beginning. And I'm going to go back to, they're saying they're here to help.
Hey, Goldstein.
I'm coming. What's up?
You want to wait for fire to try to get him out?
Yeah, don't move. If he's having a seizure, just let him be.
Okay.
That is an officer who showed up and treated Jack Bruce like a person. He called it correctly. Possible seizure, breathing problems. But watch what happens when more officers arrive and the situation completely changes.
Do you have an ID on you, boss?
I got his wallet.
You got it? Okay. Hey, boss, did you ingest any drugs or anything like that, man? Can you hear me? Keep breathing, okay? Fire's right here. Just keep breathing, dude. You okay? Just keep breathing, okay? Paramedics are here. They're about to get you out of this car, okay? Get you some medical attention. Just keep breathing for me, okay, boss? He's conscious, breathing. Looks like he's having a seizure. Doesn't smell like alcohol or anything like that. I don't see any drugs.
Hey, buddy. What's going on? What's going on?
What are you talking about?
You're in an accident.
You all right, boss?
Did anyone? Yeah,
It's Hercules PD. You're good, man. You're good. You're good. Just breathe. You're good.
He's alert.
So you could clearly see that he's not all the way there. He just came to. He doesn't know what's going on. He's trying to figure out why all these people are standing around him. He's like, my car's all disheveled and everybody's looking at me all crazy.
I'm good.
All right. Let's get you out of the car, man. Let's get you checked out.
Why?
You're in a ditch right now, dude.
Your car's in a ditch.
Okay, let me go.
You can't drive, dude.
Why?
Do you have any medical issues?
No.
Have you ever had a seizure?
No.
You have diabetes?
No.
Any drugs or alcohol today?
No.
No? You're pretty sweaty, my buddy. All right, let's get you out. We're gonna walk up this hill. No.
Dude, you're not driving anywhere, bro. Your car is in a ditch.
That's a police officer. We gotta get you out. We're gonna go up the hill.
If you keep pulling your seatbelt, I'm gonna rip your seatbelt. So listen to this firefighter.
We gotta get out of the car.
Car.
Yeah, once again, if your job allows you to ruin somebody's day because you're having a bad day, you should be held to a higher standard. You see this man is not all the way there, and you're just gonna go to, I'm gonna rip the seatbelt. Where's the compassion? Where's the actual help for somebody who is clearly lethargic right now? Who knows what he got to do, what problems, what stresses he has in his life that as soon as he came back to, he's like, oh man, what if he was going to pick up his kids? Like, oh, I got to go get the kids. He's not thinking about what y'all talking about. He's thinking about his kids, and he's trying to figure out what's going on.
731. Can you assist fire and get him out of the car? He's being a little combative.
He's still in a post-seizure state, confused, disoriented, coming in and out. That is textbook, and the firefighters that are on scene, they know it. But watch what happens next when the decision is made to force him out of the car.
I did, and he was a little aggressive.
All right, you want us to get him out?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, dude. Listen to this officer. Wake up.
All right, let's hop out. Let's go. Come on. Let's hop out. Well, what are you doing?
Get out.
Let's go. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go. What are you doing?
And in his mind right now, he's just getting jumped. He's just getting beat up by guys in the same outfit. It's like a gang. And he had dual gangs. The one gang that was supposed to be there to help him with the health stuff, they said, nah, just go and pull him out. Rough him up, basically. Because you know how they get down around there.
Dude.
Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Hey, stop resisting, bro.
Let's go. Let's get out of the car.
You're gonna get tased.
You're about to get
Don't-
tased, dude.
We want to help you, but do not fight us. You will get ripped out of this car.
Yes, sir.
We're not playing you,
Get out
so
of the car.
get the fuck up.
Get out. You're about to get tased, dude.
I'm gonna get out.
Get out then.
Here is what the California Commission of Police Officer Standards says about seizures. Indicators include disorientation, slurred speech, agitated behavior, and officers should not restrain victims of seizures. The Hercules Police Department's own policy manual states that officers shall not force a person to receive medical care unless EMS has determined that person lacks the mental capacity to understand the consequences of refusal. But you tell me, watch whether that conversation ever happened here. No conversation between EMS and officers about mental capacity. No determination made. The policy required it, but it didn't happen. But now watch what happens next.
Get on.
Let's go. Get out of the car.
You're about to get tased, dude.
Bro, let me get on. Ow!
Get out of the car.
Follow with this
Stop
taser.
fighting.
Dude, do not get. Stop. Stop fighting.
He got a good old-fashioned beat down. That's the help he got. Good old-fashioned beat down. This is policing. This is care.
Stop fighting.
Zapping him up. He getting him all the wattage he can. Everything that little stun gun got, he is giving it to him.
No more. Let's just try and get him. Here, give me the other hand.
Here, cuff him.
Dude, put your hands behind your back, please.
Dude, stop f***ing resisting.
You got it?
You got it on?
Yeah.
Dude, we do not want to hurt you, bro.
Hey, I would hate to see if they did want to hurt somebody. Because if this is what it looks like when you don't want to hurt somebody, I would hate to see what it looks like when you do want to hurt somebody.
Stop wiggling down, dude. That's not gonna work. He's wiggling under the car. Can you guys help us drag him up? He's kicking too, so watch his legs.
Let's go. Ow! Ow!
Now, this is where it gets serious, because the Supreme Court established in Graham versus Connor that there's a three-part test to determine whether officers used reasonable force: the severity of the crime, whether the person posed an immediate threat, and whether they were resisting or evading arrest. Now,
And what was his crime? He had a medical emergency. That was the only crime he committed. That's how we got there. Medical emergency on the side of the road. Which crime is that?
those three factors here, Jack Bruce had committed no crime. And he only crashed his car because he had just been through a medical emergency. And then there is a federal appeals court that speaks specifically about cops when they choose to use force against someone going through a medical emergency or mental health crisis. Officers must account for whether the person's behavior is involuntary rather than deliberate resistance. In other words, a person coming out of a grand mal seizure is not choosing to resist anything. Their body is merely doing what a seizing brain tells it to do. But the officers, you tell me.
I mean, I've never had a seizure, but I have personally blacked out. I know a lot of people have, and the last time I blacked out, I just opened my eyes. I was about to leave my brother's house. I bent down to pick up something. I lifted my head up real fast so we could leave, and the next thing I know, my wife and my brother are looking at me, and I'm like, why y'all looking at me? Like I was lethargic. I was out of it. I didn't know what was going on. So how much more if you just had a seizure? Like, this is disgusting.
Whether you think they really care after you hear what they say to each other.
We're good.
You good?
Yeah. Just,
He kicked the shit out of me in my head.
hey, he kicked my fucking head. It made me bite my teeth together.
You all right? You guys all right?
Yeah, he just kicked both of us in the fucking head, and I fucking tased him.
You're under the influence. Immediate. Yeah. He was fighting. Tased twice. I punched him in the face the whole time.
Yeah, I got kicked in the head too. He wasn't talking to me the whole time. He was just breathing. He kept moving his head like back and forth. When fire went down there, he answered their questions, but he was like, almost like a state of shock. He was like, where am I? And he tried putting the car in drive. I'm like, dude, you're in a fucking ditch. And that's when he started like, get the f off me, like pushing off. That's when he pushed him off, and I was like, hey, dude, just back up, like Olsen grabbed him.
You know, I think there should be a higher level of punishment and accountability for the way that your job is to be able to see what's going on and remember what's going on accurately. And for you to just make up something, have whatever you want happen, what didn't happen. That's why I'm glad that we had these body cams. And you should not be able to get on to another force after they see that you did all this lying, after they see that you did all of this breaking policy. That's still one of the craziest things to me. You can work at a department, get fired for breaking the policies that are going to be at the next place that you get hired. Why would they hire you? If you broke all the policies over there, what do you think you're going to do over here? You shouldn't get a second chance.
Kind of like in and out. Yeah. He wasn't combative at first, but as soon as I was like, hey, dude, we're getting you out of the car, and Golson grabbed him, immediately started throwing hands.
With that left,
We can run it out there to you real quick.
It's just, it's because he was so f***ing slippery. Like, every time we grabbed on, it was like instant slip.
Yeah,
He's
he has to have this at the top.
Somebody should take pictures of you guys all.
Yeah, we'll do all that extra stuff.
And here comes the cover up. Everybody take a picture, even though the call already said that he had a medical emergency. He was having a seizure. And when you walked up on your body cam, I'm almost 100% sure that you said something about that. I'm almost 100% sure.
Why don't you take an overall?
So the ambulance has just left with a man who had a seizure in a ditch. And Officer Garcia is photographing his colleagues at the scene regarding what he thinks actually happened. But watch what Garcia does next, and notice what he also does not do. He starts searching Jack Bruce's vehicle, and the poor guy's sitting in an ambulance. There's no warrant, no smell of drugs or alcohol, and the cops should know this because the automobile exception to the warrant requires probable cause of some contraband. some other legal reason for that officer to be searching in the vehicle. And he mentions on here, you can see there's no contraband, no evidence of that before the search even begins. So this officer must have probable cause to pull off this search. And then while Jack Bruce is strapped to a gurney in the back of an ambulance, he shows up wanting to do an intoxication assessment of a man who just went through a seizure. And mind you, Jack Bruce, he's strapped down on this gurney. He's unable to refuse. And then notice what Garcia does to his body cam next.
Cut it off.
Yeah, true.
Mute. Yep.
Which brings me now to the Hercules Police Department and their official report and what it claims to describe. Officers responded to a vehicle crash. Notice this, they then claimed Jack Bruce was combative and possibly intoxicated. Officers attempted to render aid and were met with resistance, and force was used in response to that resistance. They then filed the report. That's what the police department wanted this to be, a DUI stop gone sideways, the end. But Jack Bruce's family was smart and they retained an attorney, and a lawsuit was filed. And the evidence that came back from the hospital, those so-called tests that were run on Jack Bruce that night, it tells a completely different story. When Jack Bruce arrived at the hospital that night, the doctors ran blood and urine tests on him. The results came back. No active drugs in his system, no alcohol whatsoever, and merely a trace of inactive THC from previous usage. And then the doctor turned around and gave Jack Bruce a formal diagnosis: epilepsy. The medical records made it crystal clear, and what the fire...
And then they was hitting him with the lights after he had an epileptic seizure. What was his training for?
already knew is that Jack Bruce suffered a grand mal seizure as a result of his epilepsy. The disorientation, agitation, the inability to follow commands, all symptoms of his medical condition. Jack Bruce even attempted to cooperate with the Hercules Police Department by providing his actual medical records. He gave them proof that all this was a horrible medical situation that led to that accident. But the Hercules Police Department, they wanted to pursue charges anyway. In fact, they submitted reports to the Contra Costa District Attorney's Office alleging that Jack Bruce was driving under the influence and interfered with a police officer. And according to Jack Bruce's lawsuit, those police reports specifically contained false statements. Statements that contradicted the body camera footage. Statements that officers wrote in order to cover up the entire encounter. And fortunately, the district attorney's office was smarter than the cops, and they refused to press those charges. But there's one more detail in the body camera footage you have to see. After Officer Garcia searched Bruce's vehicle, after he shined a flashlight into the eyes of a handcuffed seizure victim strapped to a gurney, he returned to the scene. He then muted his body camera for the remainder of the time on scene. The Hercules Police Department's own policy manual identifies choosing to mute your camera as a policy violation, and the lawsuit is still pending. Which brings us to the ultimate question here. Were the actions of Jack Bruce and these police officers lawful or awful? Let's start with Jack Bruce. He was driving home from his grandmother's house. He had a medical emergency behind the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, we already know what this answer is going to be. He wasn't breaking any laws. It's not against the law to have a medical emergency. Okay? It's not against the law to have the symptoms linger after a medical emergency. He obtained counsel. An attorney. He did everything he was supposed to do. So I'm saying lawful.
Came to in the middle of a police response he could not comprehend because his brain was recovering from a grand mal seizure. He didn't have drugs in his system. He didn't have alcohol in his system. He was diagnosed with epilepsy the same night and has continued to have additional seizures since. And he has now had to spend years in litigation fighting a police department that tried to make his medical emergency into a crime. So for Jack Bruce, he was lawful. But what about Officers Garcia?
And we already know this one. This one's open and shut. Lawful and awful. You already knew from the beginning that it was a medical emergency, and you treated it as if it wasn't. Once again, what if this was your child out there and these police officers and these firefighters came and treated their children like this? The chief's children, who was obviously there to help cover it up. Any of those people in that department, in that building that works there, they would hate for one of the people in their family that they care about to be treated like that but they come out all in the name of help doing that to the people they're supposed to be serving. Disgusting.
Thompson and Goldstein. They responded to a 21-year-old having a medical emergency. They were told before they arrived that he was having a seizure. They forcibly removed him from the vehicle in violation of their own department's policy. They punched him twice, tased him multiple times, and searched his vehicle without probable cause or a warrant. They filed reports that, according to the lawsuit, contained false statements designed to cover up what they did. And to this point have yet to be fired. And up to this date right now, there has been no determination on that internal affairs investigation. It's still pending. So the actions of these officers, in my opinion and under the law, awful. Speaking of awful, imagine being in an accident and the cop shows up supposedly.
Yeah, like I said before I hit play again, I agree with him 100%. And as you can see, it's not just the officers, it's obviously the people above and a lot of people in that system, in that state or town that they're in, because that's just disgusting. You're a disgusting person if you could look at that and try to justify it. And I hope that your family finds better role models than you. Yeah, that's all I got on that one. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and send it to your cousin.